Alright guys, welcome to the top 5 mouse pads for 2024. We are finally at the end. There's been a lot of drama, there's been a lot of blocked and muted people, but we've made it. We made it here, guys. And these are a few of the mouse pads that I really enjoyed this year and I think deserve to be in the top 5. And as a disclaimer, there are a bunch of great mouse pads out there. These are the ones that I just felt like made a real statement in 2024. So let's take a look and see what made the list. So coming in at number 5, we have the Zowie GSR3, the latest version from Zowie. This is a goated pad. I still have my original one. This one features a new textured base that keeps it in place even more than the old one. It also has a tighter weave on it, making it more consistent over time. It really shines in games like Valorant and CSGO where you really need that accuracy. So when you flick and you need to stay in one point, that static friction, keeping it in place without getting the jitteriness, this is a great mouse pad for that. But yeah, they can never make me hate the GSR. This is always going to be in the top 5. It is a goated pad. It's widely available and I believe it's about $40 at this point, which is a great price. Next on the list, coming in number 4, we have the Kurosun Samurai. Now, if you guys have been watching my videos, you will have seen this mouse pad all over the videos. It has gotten a lot of playtime for me because it is just such a unique and great pad. It has this very unique weave on it that feels very slick to the touch, but in actual use, it's very balanced. Again, great for games like CSGO and Valorant. As for the base, it has this textured, sticky, slimy base, and it just sticks to your desk. It's absolutely fantastic. The stitch edges are laid nice and flat around the outside, so it's not going to be irritating. Feels like an extension of the pad. Love the design of the pad with the samurai on there as well, gives it some character. The only thing that I really don't like about this is that it's not available most of the time. It's sold out a lot of time. I don't know if it's just because it's that good or it has a limited production, but these things are hard to come by, at least when I tried to get one. So they come in at $50, and if you can get your hands on one, it is a great pad if you just want an all-around balanced pad. So coming in number 3, we have the Wallhack SP-004. Now this is the best glass pad on the market, at least for what I've tried. I know there's some other ones out there that have come out since, but this one this year was just an absolute banger for me. It is on the pricey side at $120, but you're getting something that's gonna last you a very long time. I'm talking it's gonna outlive you in your gaming career. Now on the bottom, they have this nice silicone pad. In the past, you know, glass pads, I've put them at each corner and then it'd be super lifted. I like that this is nice and flush against the desk. It's not gonna be raised and cause irritation on your arm. Now speaking of your arm, you're gonna need an arm sleeve for this because it does get quite cold, as with all glass pads. The surface is also really nice, has this nice texture to it where it does still kind of give you some control. It's not gonna be super slippery where you're gonna be so much out of control. Now one thing that glass pads can really do and help you with is your mouse control. That's one thing that I really learned this year and what I've been practicing on is that, you know, when you flick, you're not gonna have that last kind of like stopping power that you would get with a cloth or polyester pad. These pads are unforgiving, so you really have to be controlled with your movement, and that in turn, when you go back to a cloth pad, is going to pay dividends for you. And even like tracking, keeping it steady while you're moving and keeping it from being jittery, this pad will show you what your weaknesses are and help you work on them. And if you can, you know, improve on this pad, then on a cloth pad, you're going to be ultra dangerous. If you haven't tried a glass pad, this is a fantastic one to get in on. And hey, who knows, you might even just stick with this and not even go back to cloth like some people have. Coming in number 2, we have the Aqua Control Pro, the Rainbow Edition. Now, it's great to see X-Ray Pad back on the map. After some time off, you know, they had the Control Plus for a long time, and you know, that was a great pad, one of my favorite pads of all time, but it's just great to see them back, and they've come back in fashion. They have these rainbow heat treated pads, great stitching. They improved the base to be like the Artisan pads, so they stay in place very nicely. The base comes in the extra soft, soft, and mid, depending on how fast you want it. If you want more control, go with soft. If you want less control and more speed, go with the mid pad. This is on the faster side of control pads. It does have that nice texture, but it is not irritating to the arm. But that texture will in turn kind of give you some control over this mouse pad, and I absolutely loved it this year. This is one of the closest pads to, I believe, the Artisan quality that's out there, and these are much more affordable than the Artisans. So yeah, this deserves the #2 spot. Great offering from X-Ray Pad, and one to look out for and one to try if you haven't already. So coming in #1, I think you guys all know what's coming. It's the Artisan Zero. In the orange, you see mine is all dirty because I've just been using the hell out of it this year, and rightfully so, because it is one of the best pads. Now, I've had a hate-love relationship with these pads in the past. You know, I lacked that mouse control. So when people would say this is a control pad, I'd be like, I can't aim on this thing. I'm jittery, I'm missing everything. But once you really get your mouse control down, this becomes an excellent control pad. It's all around just great for any type of game that you want to play. Marvel's Rival, Valorant. It is just an all around do it pad. If I had to choose one pad for the rest of my life, it's the Artisan Zero. Now, any Artisan pad could be on this list, but this pad is just it. It's the one. It's the GOAT. Has that classic artisan base. The stitch edges are very solid. I had mine for a long time and they're pristine. This orange version doesn't seem as fibery as the black version as well. It's a lot smoother and not as catchy on your arm. So I love that about these pads. It's now available in a desk mat size. So yeah, Artisan is just doing it right this year, and I know they came out with a ton of different pads like the Type 99 and stuff like that, but I'll fight anybody over this. This is the best mouse pad on the planet for any type of game. You know, like the Hien, you know, that can work for certain games. It's durable, but I find that just when you need something just in the middle that will work for everything, tracking, flicking, yo, Zero cannot be beat. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the top 5 gaming mouse pads of 2024. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If I missed anything, let me know down in the comments. If you don't agree or something shouldn't be on this list, let me know down in the comments as well. It has been your boy BT. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.